Yeah, he could definitely go for a quick gen harass with that. Maybe just attack the nodes, do something. Don't just sit there. He's got several uses for it.
Man, he's really animated when he sits still. He's just like barking and charging away here. Anyhow, but yeah, here's that really late gen harass that you were talking about. The Chaos Lord is getting in there. Mantle of Hate. Again, I think you were saying that you really want to see the Combi Flamer against Imperial Guard.
Yeah, the Combi Flamer would have been good. Mantle of Hate is actually one of my favorite pieces of war gear, but it's not very good against Combi Lord. It snares heroes, allowing you to pretty much nuke them down with everything else you have around it. But the Combi Lord has a pretty interesting counter to that, which is his Stubbornness war gear, which allows him to heal based on the number of infantry around him. So you'd pretty much be wasting DPS on him when you should be trying to kill the infantry around him. So Mantle of Hate, not the best piece of war gear here.
Yeah, and this Blood Crusher has just been taking all day to get up the map. It seemed like he tried to get the fastest Blood Crusher he could, and then unfortunately just didn't do anything with it. This is one of those rare situations where I actually wanted to see him take the Blood Crusher and throw it either right at a power gen farm or directly into the other guy's base.
Yeah, cause some kind of havoc while he takes the rest of the map.
And we were talking about this before. I thought this was pretty cool. We get to see MrRakky here with the autocannon.
Yeah, those are always fun weapons. Ever since they got the buff, everyone's been trying to get them. I got a friend of mine I play twos with who pretty much swears by the triple autocannon build.
Just to wreck up on infantry and vehicles and all else. And man, I'm just watching this autocannon go to town on this poor-looking Blood Crusher here, who unfortunately spent almost his entire life AFK. And then finally,
typically, just as a quick side note, the autocannon didn't do all of the work there, so I don't want people thinking that autocannons counter walkers just as a rule. The Combi Lord did have the Power Fist there, so he was helping it along.
Ah, good call there. I totally missed that. Because just a moment ago, he had the sword, but no, now he's got Bionic Eye and the Power Fist.
Yeah, again, you see the KCSMs there are now focusing on the Combi Lord. Never, your target priority should always be the infantry around him. Just ignore him, go around him, kill everything else.
Yeah, he is a really, really tough hero. Is he... I'm trying to remember. What is his designation if you have... I was always surprised with it.
I believe they say support.
They say support, yeah, and he is such an offensive commander. It seems like he always wants to lead the charge and be killing things and whatnot.
Yeah.
I was always surprised by that because they have defensive, offensive, and support, I think, for the three people. And
I usually wouldn't pay much heed to, I mean, no offense to Relic, but say for the heroes, they're all offensive, no matter how you look at it.
Yeah.
They all have tools to keep the push, since this game is not about sit on your duff and wait for things to happen. It's about making things happen.
We see a little bit of the Chaos Havocs down here on the lower left-hand side right now, kind of guarding that. Not too bad.
Also,
they've got that little choke there. Yep.
He upgraded his heavy weapons team with a Sarge, which is very interesting, especially versus Chaos, since their only jump troop is really the Bloodletter squad. So right now, this heavy weapons team can't be suppressed by the Havoc, nor can it be knocked down by the grenade launchers. So this Chaos Lord player has to get a little creative in countering it.
Nice. That's a good point there. And whoa, taking a couple of losses here. We can see the CSMs right now slugging away at that Commissar Lord. That guy is just a beast, but now he's got to get out of there. We do see the Tzeentch upgrade on the Chaos Space Marines. And there is that wonderful sound of the autocannon going nuts there.
Yeah, definitely need support. I mean, it's a great weapon and all, but they need either a shield of infantry in front of it or a suppression team behind it. It needs something to deter things from running right up to it and punching in the face.
So it looks like he got both Tzeentch upgrades and the Khorne upgrades, and as well as looks like Eternal War on his Chaos Space Marines. What do you think about splitting both ways on that?
I like it actually. It's quite it's what's the word I'm looking for? Versatile.
Yeah.
It definitely allows him to fill multiple roles. He can definitely use the KCSM to tie up the Plasma Guardsmen while the Tzeentch Marines are shredding everything else. So it's a good build. I like it.
Nice.
And a lot of people go for the safe build of double Tzeentch, but you can, with the right micro, you can make this work as well.
Now we can see here a little bit of a counterattack coming after the Chaos Lord, who is busy capping this gen farm. Looks like he decapped it though. Okay.
Yeah, pretty impressive map control. I mean, I want to say the Chaos Lord was underused in this match. He's been ninja capping, which for a super slow hero isn't the best role, but he made it work. So. Kudos to him.
Yeah, he seemed like he had a really slow opening, and then it was just a shame that he lost that Blood Crusher so early. Yeah, he's had really good map control this whole game. It's 308 right now to 193. He's up with a triple cap at the moment. Looks like the Commissar Lord, though, kind of like you said before, was microed over here at one point and just forgot to kind of cap that victory point. Really, really important when it's a triple cap to get that shut down as quickly as you can, or at least in your favor a little bit.
And here's something I always like to ooh, Manticore Barrage coming down on the victory point.
Oh, that's hitting everybody. That was a really good Manticore Barrage there.
Yeah, spread the love. But yeah, I love seeing these Corn Shrines. These are one of my favorite units in the game. I don't see these enough in games. It's a damn shame, but I want to say this is a good spot for them, but there is a better one. If you see the little arch that goes around that victory point in the center, if you place it below those torches, I don't know if you can ping it on your side while you're casting, but if you place them there, they can't be shot until you get over onto the hill. Meanwhile, the Bloodletter's going to walk around and hit you. So ranged units get into melee range of it. Whereas now it's kind of in the open. You can shoot over this hump, over the hill, and just take it out the las cannon or an auto cannon.
I'll use my ping ability. Oh, that kind of worked. There's the replay interface has a way to drop an arrow on the screen, but I don't know. I screwed that up anyways. Anyhow, we got more Manticore Barrages coming here. I totally saw the point that you were talking about, though. More Manticore Barrages coming down. That time, he was able to retreat out of that just in time. Manticore, nice little forward position there. Does he, honestly, I don't have a real feel for the range of the Manticore. It seems nearly infinite. Does he need to be this far up, or could that just sit in his base the whole game?
It can't sit in the base. I mean, at his base, it would probably reach to about his home VP and his home power, maybe a little bit further. But yeah, he definitely needs to move it up a little bit to get towards the middle.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, the range isn't as impressive as some people tend to make it out. If you're getting hit by it, it's in the general idea.
Yeah.
General location, rather.
We got some weird positioning going on here with the heavy weapon squad setting up with the whole minefield to its back. Again, using that execute on that autocannon. Unfortunately, I think he was expecting an attack there and just kind of shot one of his own troops for no purpose.
Yeah, and again, not capping his power, just sitting there with the infantry. Just simple mistakes.
Now this is quite brutal indeed. We've got the Chaos Lord with Lightning Claws charging in with the Khorne upgraded Chaos Space Marines right now. That is a melee combo for sure. And you can see they are just wrecking away here. We see, I think it was that a couple of kill the weeks there, maybe, but also the Icon of Khorne.
The Lightning Claws gives him Destructive Strike, I believe is the name of the ability. Allows him. It's kind of like Merciless Strike with the ASMs, how it hits in a location in front of them. Does a little bit of AOE.
Yep. Oh, we can see the Mantle of Hate being used right there too. That poor guardsman. Oh god, being suspended and drained of all life and discarded. Actually, he survived that. Oh well.
Yeah, this Commie Lord needs to be a little more careful with those mines. They do friendly fire if they explode near your infantry, so you need to be careful when you're kiting things on top of them.
Interesting.
So if they explode near you, you're also getting suppressed and blown to bits. Yeah, and again, this heavy weapons team during that entire fight hasn't moved. That's something a lot of players have trouble with, just dynamically keeping their suppression teams moving, just keep them facing a relevant position. Something you don't see enough of. They'll put them in a building and forget them, or they'll set them up on top of a hill, such as you see here in the middle VP, and just don't really make the most of them. And I think that's game, despite the military superiority of the IG. He just doesn't have the map.
Yeah, he's got. It's surprising, like you said, he's got a full set of stuff out there. You can see he's got his he's got his stormtroopers out there. He's got his Catachans out there. He's got the Manticore, and everything looks good. But unfortunately, sometimes just it's about the macro aspect of this.
It becomes a problem with a lot of newer players, just having too much stuff to control and just losing control of the few things you could have used before.
Yeah, I think a lot of people forget how high to prioritize the fact that you win the game by victory points, not by annihilation. At least, the vast majority of the time you win by victory points. And you could see just kind of throughout he was plagued by just not prioritizing any of these victory points enough. And he has direct line of sight on some of them. Obviously, like the northern victory point really hammered down there. But plenty of times to capture the southern one, plenty of times to capture his natural one. And he just kind of like let that go.
Very true.
But yeah, man, that was a pretty good game, though. This is one of those games that I like where I see interesting, curious moves by both players, and as a result, it just makes for an interesting game. And that's kind of why I like low-level matchmaking, is that you get games that you don't see normally. So
yeah, likewise. They don't know things that don't work. They just find ways to make them work. It's very interesting to watch.
Yeah, I totally enjoyed that. So anyhow, thank you very much, OlBloodNGutz, for helping me out casting the Newbie Tuesday today. I had a blast.
Likewise, glad to be here.
Yeah, I want to remind everybody to check out www.projectl2p.com. That's going to be the Learn to Play website out there. A lot of fun stuff. They also have a Steam group, since you have to be on Steam all the time to play these games anyways. Very helpful with chat and whatnot. Great place to go to learn more about the game. And yeah, stay tuned for more Newbie Tuesdays. As usual, if you enjoyed this, feel free to subscribe. I'm Harlequin, and I will catch you guys next time.